Hey guys, what's up? It's Looney TNT. How are you guys doing? Hopefully you guys are doing pretty good tonight. Thought I'd go live and show you guys some of my games. So if you guys are watching this as a rerun, shout out to everybody. Thank you guys for all the support, rewatching all the content, all that other fun stuff. Today we are doing some prayer. You might hear some wind noise in the background. I got my window open and it's pretty stormy outside today. So you might notice something if you guys are watching this this live right now, or maybe even if you didn't watch today's video. I guess it should be uploading today. I did get something a little special that I haven't told everybody yet. And you might be able to find that out as we're going along. I'm not going to say it. I'm just curious to see if you guys, maybe you guys get it, So we'll go ahead and see. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click my live real quick. I'm going to make sure my audio's sounding okay real quick before we continue to go on. Test that audio real quick. Let me get this out of the way. Testing. I'm gonna click my live real quick. Yeah, that sounds good right there. Okay. Yeah, we're good to go. Perfect. Good to go. So, what we're training right now is we're training a little bit of prayer. We're doing the Ensoul heads. The dragon method, and it's working pretty decent. We're out here getting some gains with it, and it's going pretty good. But like I said, if you are watching live right now, you guys will see something that I have not told anybody yet. So it's kind of a sneak peek for you guys that get to watch the live. When it's live. If you're watching this on a replay, you probably already know, But hey, it's all good. So let me go ahead and we'll teleport to the crafting guild. I'll show you guys how I'm doing this run. We're going here, getting all the Ensoul heads, putting that on, teleporting, and then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go here. Now, without me saying it, I did give a hint on what I got just now. Any guesses? Go ahead and leave it in the comments. Any guesses? I'd love it. Anybody, any guesses? I won't say it until someone comes out and they questions me about it, but yeah, we're out here. Let's go ahead and get some prayer XP. I was looking at some of my gains, and currently right now we're on the road to max. It is getting super close. I think for Wise Old Man, it said I had about 17 hours left to max. Now, that could be double that because, I'm not the most efficient player in the world, but that's still pretty exciting. If I can, if 17 hours, let's say we can do it in 30 hours. If we can get max in 30 hours of game time, I'm going to be pretty pumped about that. We do have some skills that I'm, that I got to grind out that, I'm kind of like, whatever about, but it should go pretty good. I guess, what skills would that be? I guess smithing. I'm not really excited about smithing. Smithing's not a big deal, but it's not something that I'm like, yeah, let's do some smithing. You know what I mean? It is a faster skill though. It's decently fast, so I'm not really worried about it too much. It should it's gonna take me a good week of grinding if I go pretty hard on it. Some people will probably get it done faster than that, but I'm a little bit slower at it. I guess one skill that's going to be a little bit more tricky for me is herb. So herb lore is going to be definitely a little bit more tricky for me because out of all my skills, I think when I look at percentages done with the levels, I'm only like 57% or 52% done with, actually, I think it's 52% done with herb, but it is a fast skill. So I'm going to be able to get some decent gains on it when I start training it. But that will just, we're going to see how that goes in time. Hopefully it goes a little bit faster, and maybe with this little new mini game thing coming out, it will actually treat it a little bit better. Because I think it comes out on the 25th-ish, 28th, 25th. One of those. It is this month, the new herb mini game that's supposed to be coming out. So that will be enjoyable. I'm going to be excited to try that out and get some of the new rewards and kind of see what that's like. But we'll figure it out when it comes out. I don't think I'll try the new boss. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe we'll give it a go. But I kind of doubt it, just because I'm getting so close to max that I'm just really focusing on the grind right now. So if we look at my total level, guys, I'm 2260 right now. So that means I have 17 more levels. And I am max on this character. I've never been maxed on RuneScape in my life. This will be my first time ever max on any RuneScape character. So I'm very very excited about that. So I'm pretty pumped. We'll see what happens, But I think I'm probably gonna have like a maxing party. Maybe we'll all meet somewhere and we'll get max and we'll have it'd be a good time, a good memory for me, as we hit the max grind. Because, man, after max, I have so much stuff that I want to get done. It's the grind really starts after I hit 99 everything. So that's going to be it's going to be fun. I got some stuff that we're going to have to train and grind. A lot of goals that I want to do in RuneScape still. I know a lot of people, when they hit 99, like everything, when they hit max, a lot of people are kind of burnt out, and they take a break after the game. I'm going to take a break off of what I don't want to do on the game. I'm still going to go ahead and I'm going to grind, and I want to make sure that I'm trying to do everything that I can to make sure that I enjoy the game. So we're going to be doing, as weird as it sounds, I want to do some rune crafting. I want to do some of those wrath runes. I do want to get my quest cape after I achieve max. Also, I would love to do the elf quest line and unlock that and try the gauntlet and things like that. I guess they have some stuff. Oh, Grats in the clan chat. Shout out to the clan chat. Grats, sweet. So I have a lot of stuff I want to do too. And I also want to get post XP too. I would love to get start getting some of my skills up, because one day I'd love to hit maybe a 200 mil in a skill or something. I don't know what skill I would try to get 200 mil in first, but I would love to get 200 mil in a skill one day. I think that would be I think that'd be enjoyable. I think that'd be pretty cool. Obviously, training like Slayer or something would be super fun, because now that I'm not really worried about the XP very much, I could actually train Slayer to do all the bosses and stuff. So that's something that I've been thinking about, and something that I'd like to try also, because if we can do like the bosses and stuff, I think that would be a lot of fun. Especially, with the power of the Slayer helmet. The Slayer helmet's just so strong. It would be really nice to have that Slayer helmet to help out with damage and stuff on the bosses. And, because there are collection logs and things like that I would love to get. I would love to green log some stuff and, have all that stuff. It kind of all goes into to each other. I don't really want to do clues right away. I'm not a really big clue guy, but we will do those to try to get some of the logs and stuff. I'm really excited about the new collection log system coming out. I don't know about you guys, but the new collection log system, how they're going to have like high ranks and or high scores, and they're going to be able to get the cosmetic for your, like, I think it's just like a staff. I've seen the staff and it looks pretty cool, but that all that stuff is just a positive to the game, and I think it's going to be pretty interesting. I think that's going to do nothing but benefit the game in the long run. I think it's going to be super fun, super cool, and I'm really excited about it. You know, I think it's going to be fun. Personally, I think it's going to be really cool to actually go out and try to get these collection logs and, you know, see where everybody kind of stacks up, because you know, collection logging and green logging and things are definitely new to the game of RuneScape. Obviously, we always used to like collect everything, but now that if there's a high score for it, I feel it's going to be a little bit different. I think people are going to go a little bit harder than usual, just to try to make sure that they get all this stuff in. So, which I personally think it's going to be pretty cool. I think it's going to be pretty fun to go for some of these things, try to green log some of these things, and overall just you know, just try to get all the pets and all that other stuff. You know, I'm not really a pet hunter necessarily, but if I'm doing an activity and the pets are there, hey, I'd love to get a few pets, you know what I mean? So, hey, what's up? Yeah, we're out here nerding out on the game of RuneScape over here, having some fun, getting those gains over here, talking about collection logs and all that other fun stuff. I am excited about the collection log, though. I think that's like the collection log high scores. I'm like nowhere close or even probably going to be on it, but I still think it's going to be something that's pretty cool. You know, I think it's going to be pretty sick to get some of the green logs and all that other stuff out of the way. How are you guys going to approach it? Are you guys like I think they call them cloggers or something? Are you guys are any of you guys actually like going to have kind of a route on what you want to collect, or are you guys not even going to worry about it and just kind of as it goes, it goes? Because I think I don't think I'm going to do that, but if I did, like if I would have to go for like collection logs and I was like, all right, I'm going to try to get high scores, I'm going to try to figure this out, I would feel the best bet would probably to try to get the mini games done first, because the mini games are almost like guaranteed slots when you put the time in. Obviously, there's like a few that, you know, if it drops a pet or something, you're not going to be able to get it. But if you're getting points and you're like having to buy things, and you know, those are guaranteed, and you know that you're going to get those in time. So I feel if you're really trying to get the logs in, I feel that doing the mini games would actually be the best bet starting off. I don't know. I'm not going to do that. You know, I do want to get one pet though. There is one pet that I do want to get, and the reason I do want to get it is because I'm like one slot away from green logging it, and it's the only thing that I don't have, and it's Guardians of the Rift. I want to get the Guardians of the Rift pet because that's the only item that I need out of there is the pet. I have everything else except the pet, so I'm like, okay, I need to get this thing. That's what I need. I need this. We'll see what happens though. We'll see if you know, we'll see if we get it or not. I still got to go do it. I haven't done it without the blood runes, so I can create blood runes. I can't create death runes yet. Even though I am 99 and I can create double death runes, I still don't have the ability to because I haven't done the quest. So I should probably get that quest done too if we're going to do Guardians of the Rift and try to knock it out. I heard blood runes are actually pretty expensive right now. So if you guys want to AFK some blood runes, I heard blood runes are actually at a decent price right now. So you guys can make some GP doing that. I'd actually be doing it if I wasn't trying to max right now. Going and making some blood runes would actually be pretty chill. Some AFK blood runes, get those blood shards. Those blood shards are so good. I wish, well, no, I don't wish. I was going to say I wish that they had them for soul runes, but I don't think I do. I think it's kind of a unique thing and kind of a cool thing that the blood shard has for the blood runes. So I don't wish that. I'm glad that it's just that way. I do I will say this though. I do wish that they had some really high agility shortcuts for some of the rune crafting and even agility like courses. Well, I guess agility courses don't really make sense because you'd probably be training it that way. But if you had some like, level 95 or 97 shortcuts to some of these like rune crafting things, I think that would actually be pretty nice. Like give me a 99 agility shortcut for wrath runes, so like I could like just make that run even shorter. How far are you from maxing? So currently I am level 2260 total level. So we're getting pretty close. We have 17 more levels and we will achieve it. That's pretty cool. Do you have enough money in the bank for construction, or did you sell the equipment for it? So I sold my Vibo. I did. My Vibo is now gone. But I sold the Vibo for like, what, 87 million gold. So I did sacrifice the legendary bow for the crafting cape, but it's so nice to have it though. It's so nice to have it done. Some of you guys actually like follow me and you guys like look me up and like Wise Old Man and stuff, and like look at my stats and see how far I am to certain things and what levels I got. I'm like, oh dang, you guys know me better than I know me. It's kind of cool. But yeah, I did sell my Vibo, so I haven't looked at the value of the bank, because what I'm doing right now is I'm knocking out the two most expensive ones, which is prayer and construction. Construction, I already got 99 construction. So if we look at my construction level, we did it. Yep, we got it done. We are currently wearing the construction cape at the moment, so that is completed, and I do have 99 prayer banked already, and every time that I get a new inventory of these, I'm just draining the bank value more and more. So I don't know what the bank value will be afterwards, but after I'm done with prayer, pretty much, other than smithing, pretty much I'll be good to go. Like herb I'm not really worried about because I can do super combats and actually make a little bit of gold. So I think in the long run, I think I'm doing pretty good. I have about 17 million, I think it was like 16.7 or something mil to max. So we're getting pretty close. We'll round it up and we'll say we're 17 million GP, or 17 million GP, 17 million experience to max. That's pretty exciting, guys. I'm pretty happy about that. I'm pretty stoked. So we'll see when it gets done. The goal was by the end of the year. And then I was, Leagues is coming out. So I was like, you know what? If we can get it done by October 31st, that would be amazing. At the rate that I'm going right now, we might have it in September. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to maintain this pace, obviously. But if we can get it before October, or even like the first week of October, I would love that. That would be pretty amazing if we could make that happen. Will it happen? I'm not sure, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with it. But if you guys have any questions, you guys can leave it in the comments. I do read chat, so And if you guys want to hit that like button, we got 3 likes currently right now, 10 viewers. I appreciate all of you guys. Appreciate all the support that you guys have been giving me. And let's go ahead and let's show you guys how I've been doing this run. So I go to the crafting guild. I put my staff on because I'm a noob. I get all this out, and then I teleport to my POH. I go ahead and I click my my little pool here, and then I just go to the last destination, and then it takes me right back to where I do my grind. And then I just, as I click wield my Dragon Hunter Lance, and we're good to go. So that's currently how I'm doing the run. So it's actually working out. It's working out really good. It's paying off in the long run. I wanted to get the cape before I did prayer because of this reason, and it works out. So tomorrow's video will actually show you guys me hitting 99 construction and getting the cape for the first time. I've never had a construction cape ever, and I did not realize that the construction cape. I thought the construction cape was just a teleport to your POH. I didn't realize it teleported to every single one in the game. So pretty much I just unlocked a ton of new teleports. Hey, 4 likes? Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Hitting that like button. Appreciate that. But I didn't realize that I would actually unlock that much. So I'm pretty excited about that. Just keep them coming, right? Just keep those teleports and all that other stuff just coming along, and we'll be good to go. And then when we get the max cape has everything. That's pretty insane. That is really insane. That's so all right, I got a question for you guys, people that are still in chat, if you guys are still here. With the Inferno cape, if I get an Inferno cape, which I don't have the skill to, and I probably won't for a real long time, but let's say I get the Inferno cape and I have the max cape. When you put those together, does it give the stats of the Inferno cape to your max cape? Or do you just keep the max cape and just get a cosmetic version of the max Inferno cape? Because if it put it all together, that would be super sick. Because I know there are some items in the game where like you can, like, everything else is put together, like with the little like Vorkath head on your backpack, but I just don't think that'd be pretty OP, right? I would think it would be pretty OP. No, it does not remove the max cape bonus. Wait, it does, but it removes the max cape bonuses. Oh, okay. All right. So if you want it to have the max cape look with the Inferno cape, you can get that, but it's just the Inferno cape bonuses. All right. Which makes sense, right? Because, like, what if the Inferno cape gave the stats of an Inferno cape and the capabilities of a max cape? That would be the only cape you would ever wear for the rest of the game, probably. It would be so good. So that does make sense. We could dream, though, right? It's like, all right, maybe we could be a little OP here. We can get the Inferno max cape. What other capes are pretty cool? I know people make fun of the max fire cape, I guess. I don't know. I think that's pretty cool too, though. A max fire cape, I think that would look pretty cool. I get that people are like, well, the only reason you have that is because you can't do the Inferno. But if you have a max cape, you have a max cape because you can't do the Inferno also, right? So I wouldn't see it as a like a big deal. I would see it as the cheese cape, diary cape, Inferno ain't hard. Oh, the Inferno cape ain't hard. You don't think so? The magic cape or the music cape. I don't have the music cape. I've never really tried to go for the music cape. I don't have all the quests done, so Music Cape would actually be really hard. The Inferno is very overrated. Oh man, the Inferno. I've never done it yet, so but I was trying the double jazz and I couldn't kill double jazz, so I could imagine that the Inferno would own my face up. I have Max Fire Cape. You have the Max Fire Cape, dude. Congrats, that's awesome. Maybe one day I'll have the Max Fire Cape also. In the short future here, we are getting closer, so. I just got in on my Iron Man, and it took 4 tries to get to Zuck. Dude, that's awesome. Yeah, I've watched a few videos of it, and it does look intimidating. I haven't walked into it yet and actually tried it, but it would be fun to actually go in there and give it a go. Like I said, I won't do that until later on. What weapon did you use on your Iron Man? Did you complete it on your Iron Man? Because like I heard people saying like if you want to try it, get a T-bow. But I'm like, a T-bow? I'm like, that sounds really pretty like in game, right? Just finished 99 fire making today. Dude, congratulations. 3 skills left. Wow, that's awesome. Oh, you have the Bofa? All right. Bofa's pretty strong too, right? I hear that Bofa... People say Bofa, like, its ticks are different, so it's easier with the T-bow, but I don't know. I think anything would be easier with the T-bow, right? I heard Gauntlet was the way to get better at PvM, but I've never got into that either. Ooh, yeah, Gauntlet is... I've heard that too. I haven't done the Elf quest line, so I haven't tried it yet. But I do need to get the quest. I will get all the quests done, so I will try the Gauntlet, the regular Gauntlet. And then once we get the regular Gauntlet, somewhat better, then we definitely will try that corrupted Gauntlet or whatever it is. So that'd be pretty sick to try. Get some corrupted Gauntlet action in. Oh man, that's what drops the Bofa, right? It's the weapon seed or whatever. I heard it's pretty expensive. Gotta snag the quest cape. Yeah, I gotta get the quest cape. I do. One day, the quest that scares me a little bit, because I've heard everybody talk about it, has been Desert Treasure 2. And I'm like, man, is this gonna be like something that's just like completely like beast mode, that it's gonna like completely stop me and put me on a wall? Be like, nope, you can't do this. Because I guess you have to do the 4 bosses and stuff, and I'm not really a bosser. Man, the wind is crazy outside. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I got to work in the morning, so hopefully it's not too stormy tonight. It's supposed to get pretty stormy, though. It's nice having the entire map unlocked. Oh, for sure. I need to do it for sure. Mains usually don't buy Bofa or Crystal because it's weird to resell. Oh, okay. Desert Treasure's easy, just long. Okay, all right. We'll definitely give it a shot. We'll give it a shot and hit it up. That'd be kind of fun. Oh, look at this guy's weapon right there. That's pretty cool. The bosses are easy. I never PvM and did it. Okay, you did it with Elite Void. What do you guys think about Elite Void? I don't have Elite Void, but I was watching a few guides, and they were saying if I wanted to learn how to do, what was it, chambers, I should get Elite Void. I don't know how true that was. Desert Treasure 2 took me 7 hours. Wow, that's crazy. Took you 5? Dang. You've also been subbed for, 2008? Let's go. That's awesome. Yeah, we're back out here, It's good for Theater Blood. All right, we might have to get Elite Void then. Yeah, we might have to get it. Yeah, 2008. That's crazy. I was watching some Nightmare RH earlier, and it's just a blast from the past, man. It's he has like a podcast that he kind of does now, and it's like he calls it The Last of Us, and you know, I feel like I fit in with that group so good because I'm like, you know, are we like the last players that have played since, you know, the beginning? You know, everything is changing so much. Like even the skill capes, they have perks and stuff, right? It's crazy to me because, you know, the old school RuneScape as it sits is not necessarily even the old school RuneScape that we had. It's pretty crazy, you know? So I don't know. I used to make videos. Oh, dude, all right. Nice. 10K? That's awesome. That's sick. Yeah, back in the day, man, the video back in the day were different, you know? They hit a little different. I don't know if you guys watched Nightmare RH back in the day, or Chris Archie. You know, Spark Mac was he did his thing back in the day too. But I loved watching those guys, man. I watched Noah Zone too. I don't know if you guys remember Noah Zone. Noah Zone was fun to watch. You were like 13. I know it was it was way back in the day, right? It's crazy. 3 bosses gave you trouble in DT2. Okay, Whisper. I don't even know what that one is. I don't know. I don't even know how to pronounce a lot of these names too. I just know the Duke. That's it. I know the Duke, Spinny Axe Guy, Whisper. Don't even know who the Whisper is. And Leviathan. Yeah, Leviathan also. LV Mage. Was he a PKer? PKing was super popular back in the day. Noah was a close friend. Dude, I like Noah Zone, man. He was cool. And Spark Mac got you all your subs, dude. Let's go. Spark Mac still does videos and stuff. Yeah, he's got a pretty wealthy bank too. Yeah, we'll have to try Desert Treasure too. We'll do it on live, you know. It will be fun. Oh, there's another boss other than the 4 for Desert Treasure 2? It's probably like one of those bosses that like you can't like redo, huh? He hasn't stopped. He's going hard. Dude, Spark Mac is going super hard. I always like Spark Mac. So, back in the day, I don't know if you remember, there was like a beef between like Spark Mac and Chris Archie. I guess they had like a beef going on back in the day, you know, but I don't know. I like both of them. You know, I watched both of them. I never really got involved with that stuff like, this is the team I'm on. You know, I liked watching both of them. Do it right now? Oh, we could. I got too much XP for Max. Max is on my brain right now. Yeah, I can't. I'm not doing anything other than just trying to max the account. Yeah, I got the max bug right now. You know, we just gotta keep it going. Yeah, it was a bad joke that got taken too far. Oh, was it? Okay. Yeah, it was. I know back in the day there was some beef or something, but I never really got into it or understood it. I didn't worry about it. Dude, it is storming outside right now. It's raining hard right now. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's raining and it's raining. The wind is blowing like crazy. That's insane. That's okay though. We'll deal with a little bit of weather. A little bit of weather is not a big deal as long as it doesn't make everything horrible for tomorrow, because I got to go work outside in it. I'll be okay. And you know what I didn't bring? My water. I always try to have water while I stream, and I didn't bring my water. That was a big L. That's okay though. Not a big deal. Oh, we're up to 5 likes and 15 viewers. Hey, guys, I appreciate that. You guys are killing it. You can hear it? Dude, like, I'm hearing things outside, like, fall over because the wind is, like, blowing so hard. That's insane, man. Maybe there's a twister. Yeah, maybe we'll get a little hurricane action going. Hopefully it doesn't, like, avenge or something. Hopefully we're okay. It blew so hard it blew my door open. Let me shut my door real quick, actually. Let me shut this. Okay. I will say this, though. I love the smell of rain. I don't know if you guys like the smell of rain, but the smell of rain, like just fresh rain, whether it's when you're out in the country and you just smell the rain, or even if it's like in the man, it keeps blowing my door open. All right. Or even if it's in the city, you know, you smell the asphalt that's wet. I like either way. Either way's good. It's soothing. Dude, it's so nice. Hey, what's up? Yeah, we're doing a little grind here. You just started the Slayer grind. Congratulations. Welcome to the Slayer grind. I got so mad earlier. I was doing Slayer on my alt, and I've been trying to do Wilderness Slayer, and I'm like, why are you gonna kill me? I'm out here in the wilderness with a rune skimmy in full bronze, and you're gonna take me out? I'm like, just let me do my Slayer task. I was trying to kill some rogues, and at the rogues den, the level 13 ones, and this dude comes up, and he's about my level too. This guy is like, he's hitting me with the ancient staff with some freezes. He's switching to range, and I'm over here like, you know, I'm full bronze with the rune scimitar, and I'm just eating, and I'm like, dude, just leave me alone. But I was out in the wilderness, you know, that's just kind of the way it goes. You can't say don't attack me in the wilderness if you're in the wilderness, you know, I get it. But the Slayer grind, I miss the Slayer grind a little bit. It was chill. It's the only thing that I didn't like about the Slayer grind. It was so slow. And the first, like, when you start the Slayer tasks, the first ones, they're kind of bad, you know? I don't really like those tasks too much. Don't feel bad. I was doing an elite clue and forgot I was in a high-risk world and lost 5 mil. Oh, no. That sucks. I just can't get any good tasks. Oh, yep. Oh, you bought the Vibo. Let's go. Oh, and you only got fire giants. Oh, no. Yeah, that's just the way it goes. You know, the tasks in the beginning of your journey, even through the later levels, sometimes you just get bad tasks. And it feels so bad to skip them when you use points up. Hear me out. I understand that Slayer is not necessarily in a bad spot. I think Slayer's in a good spot. But I do feel the Slayer point system could be adjusted. I think there could be different ways to have the Slayer, like, skip features and stuff like that. Because it feels bad to have a system that you have to spend points to buy upgrades, like the Slayer helmet and, you know, your extended tasks and things. But also, those same points are required to skip certain tasks. So I wish there was a different system for that. I wish the points weren't the same, but it is what it is. 90 Slayer, nice. Haven't touched it in a year because I kept getting... Oh, yeah, those ones suck. I hate those. And they're the first time I did them, they weren't too bad, but the XP, it just wasn't worth it, right? But yeah, I feel you. I wish the skipping system was better. I wish there was some ways to figure out the even the way you block them. Like I don't have all mine blocked because I didn't have my quest done, so I didn't necessarily have a bunch of big block lists. So it was definitely a little bit different. Oh, that rain sounds so nice outside. Hey, check it out though, guys. Look at this construction cape right there. Dang, it feels good. Tomorrow's video will be showing me achieve 99 construction live. Well, live when it happened, but during this live you guys get to see it, so I think it's pretty cool. I was happy to get that. Dude, let's talk about the XP gains this weekend, okay? I grinded. I went hard this weekend. I went from level 90 to 99 in construction. I went from 94 to 96 in prayer. I'm pretty happy with the grind this weekend. I got quite a few levels. I'm pretty excited about that. It was not easy either, and I wasn't being like super efficient. Like I think 90 to 99 should have took me 10 hours or something. Listen, it ain't taking me 10 hours. We're out here grinding, okay? We're trying to go as hard as we can without losing our mind and without hurting our wrist. Okay, so the construction grind was definitely a little bit slower than it should have been, but you know, it was still done. I think I was level 91 and I was thinking to myself, this sucks. But it was just, I put it in my head, I got to get it done. Got to get it done. Go, 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 go. Once it's done, I don't got to do it again. Let's keep going. And I did it, and it was nice. You got your 99 rune crafting on Friday. Congratulations. Let's go. I bet that feels good. Did you enjoy rune crafting? So I hear, you know, back in the day, rune crafting was like one of those skills that were like, oh, rune crafting. But I don't feel it's that skill anymore. I feel 99 rune crafting, it's not a super bad 99 to get anymore, with like Guardians of the Rift and Blood runes that are AFK, Soul runes that are AFK. If you did Dragon Slayer 2, you have the option of doing Wrath runes. With Wrath runes, I love me some Wrath runes. But I feel that rune crafting isn't as bad as people say, but it still has that prestige of, wow, you got 99 rune crafting. Because I feel it's still an impressive cape. I think the 3 most impressive capes for me in the game, Slayer, Agility, and rune crafting. Those are my top 3. Like, if I see those capes, someone has those capes, I'm like, all right, that's pretty cool. You know, those are my top 3. Blood runes are super chill. Dude, they're so chill. I really enjoyed doing blood runes. I hated it 10 years ago when I had to do all the Abyss, but now I did. Oh, okay, yeah, you did those little those double experience with ZMI. I never did ZMI. ZMI is actually pretty good XP too, right? I think you can hit like, what, 100k with it or something? I did Guardians of the Rift, so I grinded Guardians of the Rift pretty hard. Yeah, it was a lot of Guardians of the Rift that I grinded out. I think I closed like over 1,000 rifts, something like that. And still didn't get the pet. Man, that's a lot of rain coming down outside. I'm hearing it dripping, like just off my roof. 100k about, yeah, it's pretty good. Brinhaven and the monkey backpacks was cool. I haven't done that yet. And I have not done Hollowed whatever it's called. I haven't done that yet for agility either. Yeah, you have to mine the essence. I feel mining the essence is pretty chill though, right? Like I haven't done it personally, but I've seen people do it. And it seems like it would be something cool to like just get ready for the skill. Like if you just wanted to like AFK, play a different game or whatever, you know, just spend a few hours mining, you know, and just kind of AFKing, or maybe be on your phone while you're doing some work or something, and then you're stocked up. Because like when you're doing ZMI, I don't know if you could do that like as efficiently, like if you're working or something. But if you have your phone on, just like AFKing some mining, you know, I think that'd be pretty chill. Yeah, yep. Did the asset mining at work on your phone? Let's go. So I didn't do mine very efficiently, right? So you're also getting 99 mining. I went over a lot of XP on a lot of skills because I didn't plan it out right. If I had to do 99 over again, and I was trying to get it done like as fast as possible, I would have definitely not maxed certain skills to 99 before others. Like, I feel I would get rune crafting done sooner because that is like the extra mining. It's probably at least what, 1 million experience in mining and crafting for Guardians of the Rift. If you did Guardians of the Rift, it was pretty significant on the XP that you gained. So I don't think I would get 99s in those. I think I'd be like 98 in those, and it would actually save me a lot of time. And also another skill that was that way was, well, Slayer, I did all those with it anyway. Fishing, I probably would have done with the agility one, the barbarian fishing or whatever, or the barbarian assault, or I don't know whatever it's called. The one where you get agility XP. I probably would have done that because I got my 99 fishing with trout and tuna. If I had to do 99 over again, stand up and walk away from the PC, I 100% understand. I the 99 grind is real, right? It is not like when you're trying to get max, the max grind is a big deal. I feel there's not everybody can achieve max on RuneScape. And I get it that like some people are like, well, you know, Iron Mans are better or whatever. I don't like mine. My guy's a main, and it took me a long time to get max. There's a lot of effort that you have to put into your character, whether it's Iron Man or Ultimate Iron Man or whatever they call them, you know, or a main or hey, I got a question for you guys. What's a snowflake account? I've heard people talk about this, but I have no clue what that is. They say like they're playing their snowflake account. And I'm like, what the heck is a snowflake account? I've heard like terms of, you know, like Iron Man and UIM and like different things, but I don't understand what a snowflake account is. It's probably just a term that I'm not hip to, right? I'm the old grandpa RuneScaper. But you know what? I think we're all older, right? If you guys used to watch me back in the day on YouTube, like when I first started, yeah, we're all old, guys. We're all old now. It's been a minute. You have no clue? Yeah, I have no clue either. I've heard people talk about it, and I'm like, I don't know what a snowflake account is. Maybe it's just a term for like main account, maybe? I don't know. I couldn't play an Iron Man. I think they're super cool, and I give people a lot of respect for doing Iron Man, but I just couldn't do it. It's too restrictive for me, right? And usually people that play Iron Man, all right, I'm going to say something that's going to make somebody upset, but you know what? I'm going to say it. Usually people that play Iron Man, they end up complaining about playing Iron Man. And I don't understand it. Like, all right, I really, really enjoy watching Sebe, okay? So for everybody that watches Sebe, I really enjoy watching him play. I really enjoy listening to him ramble. I really enjoy listening to him talk about things. But I feel that his opinion on Iron Man, even though he's a very high-ranked Iron Man, I think he forgets what an Iron Man is supposed to be sometimes. Like, when I look at Iron Man accounts, I feel it's like... I feel Iron Man is hardcore mode. You know? Like, Iron Man is hardcore. Like, Sebe was, he didn't like the fact that Iron Man couldn't do Group Slayer. For me, I'm like, well, duh. If you're an Iron Man, you're solo, you're just doing it by yourself. I don't know. It's just my opinion, you know. Maybe I'm completely wrong about that, but, you know, it is what it is. I think a snowflake account means special, like a snowflake. I only play Iron. I love that. But also play other games. So like a super niche account. Okay. Oh, a super niche account. Okay. That's exactly what Snowflake account is. Kind of like a chunk locked account. Okay. All right. That's interesting. I have no clue why people do chunked like accounts like that. Like they're locking themselves to Varrock or something. That seems like it would be so much like time, and it just doesn't seem like it would be fun for me. I don't think I could do that. I love watching other people do it. I'm just glad I don't have to do that. I'm like, all right, let me lock myself to the whole game and let's see what happens. And then I still have a hard time, right? That's just the way it goes. Hey, we're up to 6 likes. I appreciate that. 6 likes, 14 viewers. Dang, let's go. What is this? Is this the Looney TNT night right now? Dang. I'm Mr. Popular tonight. I got all the cool people are in here tonight. We're in here chilling. Having some fun playing some RuneScape. All right, guys. I got a question for you. What is the most memorable place for you in RuneScape? Because I think we all play it a little bit different. We all have different time periods of the game. What period of, like, what is something that you, when you think of, like, certain areas, you're like, wow, I really love that area, or that's something that I will always remember. I'm curious to see what you guys have, but I'm going to tell you guys mine. So, where is it? The place with the volcano. Karamja or something like that? I have a hard time saying those things. That place, I was free to play for a long time. So that was my training method. You know, I would go down there and I'd train with on the lesser demons. But the spot that I remember the most, that's like when I think of RuneScape and I think of like memories, I remember being on that dock. And I remember fishing up lobster and tuna and swordfish. And I remember bringing, fire making supplies, because I would fire make on that dock to sell to the people that were training in the volcano. And what I would do is I would like save up as many swordfish as I could. And when I had like a big inventory of swordfish, that would give me the most GP. And I do that for dude. I did that for the longest time. It was so cool. I love it. West Rock Bank back in the day. Oh, Remington Willow Logs, dude. Everybody would go there. Remember when your axe used to break? Oh, I hated that. I hated when my axe would break. I hate that. Free to play Edgeville. Oh, dude. Back in the day, Edgeville Wild, like, it was packed. Like, you would just be able to go out there and, it was so fun. The Lobster Dock. Dude, yep. Oh, man, it was so fun. And I will say this. I had some amazing memories of RuneScape back in the day. But I feel the game is in a really good spot right now. I love where the game is. I do feel some of the things that they're trying to implement in the game maybe be pushing it a little too far. But I'm excited to have other people have their memories like I had mine. So it's pretty cool. Didn't really do anything in RS until your 20s. Hey, these are your memories, though. Your memories are your memories. If your first thing you ever did was kill Jad, that's your memories. That it's pretty exciting. Mining in Fally. Oh, with the spiders or the scorpions, dude. Remember you had the Addy rocks in that corner. It was the Addy rocks that they would pop up and we would try to get. Oh man. That was so nice. It was so nice. I vote we bring back Evil Chicken and I hated all those things, man. The random events were the worst. Actually, you know what? What was the worst thing was having to bring that sleeping bag around. I don't know if you guys remember the sleeping bag, but there was a sleeping bag that you had to bring around because you had to rest. Oh my goodness. I hated that. I thought it was the stupidest thing. If you were training somewhere where there was a bed in some place, you were fine. But you had to bring your sleeping bag. It was some bot thing that they were trying to do, which didn't work. It just made it harder for the players. That's just the way it was. Collecting cowhides that was the thing too. Collecting cowhides was. I still do that. Like, if I see some cowhides on the ground, if I'm walking by it, dude, I might pick them up. I just might. Don't think I played during the sleeping bag, a broken axe era. It was a long time ago. It was a really long time ago. Yeah, that was pre everything. But it was a good time though. I enjoyed those things, my catchphrase or whatever you want to call it. Anything goes good with the Dragon Med. I remember that was the first item that I saw that I was like, what the heck is that? Was a Dragon Med helmet. So back in the day, I started playing when it was like the 2D style. And I remember seeing a screenshot because the internet was very weird back then. I remember seeing a screenshot and I was like, that's fake. It's got to be fake. It was Rune two-handers. Someone had a full inventory of Rune two-handers, and I was like, no, that's fake. It was crazy, You just maxed, dude! Congratulations! But yeah, the 2D was insane, but it was insane because when I saw the Dragon Med helmet for the first time, I was like, wow. That's different than anything else. It had the horns on it. It was amazing, So it's just little things like that just like, whoa, that's crazy, And everybody used to use the Dragon Battle Axe too, the Dragon Battle Axe for the one-hander. Not the skimmy, it was the Dragon Battle Axe back then. You just Googled it. Was it 2003, 2004? Oh my goodness, Dang. Okay, that was a long time ago. Hey, bought you your first whip. That's what it was about, right? Like back in the day. Like, so I think the thing that's a little bit different today than now was back then there were some really expensive things. Like I think the dragon chain body was like 20-30 mil or something crazy, right? But things were achievable. Like you could do cowhide, you could pick flask, you could sell lobsters, you can do that stuff and buy a whip, right? You can't necessarily do that and buy a T-bow nowadays. You know what I mean? You're not going to pick flasks or fish shark and buy a T-bow. It's the game is definitely different now with like the mega rare items being like weapons, which are like super good. Back in the day, the mega rares, I guess you could say, were party hats and Halloween masks and things like that, which were cosmetic. You know, it didn't really matter if you had them. It was more of a flex if you had it. Nowadays, the weapons are the mega rares. So it's like, you know, if you want something that's like, you know, billion gold, the weapon is the thing to get. You know, it's a little bit different, but if you get it to drop, oh my goodness. Oh, the game is it's so PVM based. Like, I would consider myself more of a skiller. Like, if I had to say anything, like if I like to do something, I love to go out and fish or cook or fletch. That's stuff that I like to do. That stuff is kind of dead. It's really weird, the predicament skills are in at the moment. Because let's say you want some crafting materials. There's probably a boss that you can get. You can probably go boss and get more crafting materials than you could if you chopped trees. It's kind of weird, you know, and a lot of the methods, there aren't very many methods that are like super pricey. Like you can thieve the double blood shard and stuff like that, right? But a lot of things in the game are really PVM based, which I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. Because I do feel bossing is probably way more fun than standing at the bank and AFKing and watching YouTube as you do some fletching, right? I definitely would say that if you're doing a raid, it's more enjoyable sometimes. But I do wish there was a little bit of love for the skillers somewhere. You know, I like skilling, you know. Dude, all the skills have mini games, right? It's like if you want to do a skill, just do the mini game. It's insane. I miss doing the skills. I stopped playing RS2 right before Sharks. Oh, wow. Got back into OSRS a few months ago. Just got fishing. Oh, dude, let's go. Hey, you know, fishing your first sharks, like my biggest, like my first big goal was to make it into the fishing guild. That was my goal. The fishing guild was like the pinnacle for me back then. I was like, we gotta get in there. And I knew that there was shark in there. Back in the day, we didn't have noted items. So you could actually get lobster tickets. I don't know if you guys remember this, but you would get tickets for lobsters. So you could sell your lobster tickets at the bank in Varrock to sell big amounts of them. It was that was way back in the day. I never even got to do that. My buddy did that because he had a higher skill than me. So he was able to get lobster tickets. And that was something crazy back then. Lobster tickets, man. But yeah, shark was Shark is pretty nostalgic for me. I like, you know, the Shark was just, you can't get better than that. I love the Shark. I think they should make it more of a PVMI requirement, items obtainable from skilling. I don't know. It's hard to say because there's like good things and bad things about everything, you know? Like if I want to go chop some trees, I just want to chop some trees. I just want to hang out, maybe drink a soda, 0 sugar, and sit down and let my character chop some trees while I just like sit down and watch some YouTube. That is just nice to me, you know? So I don't know. I mini games and stuff are cool nowadays too, or maybe getting items that, you know, require things, but I just want to get some logs sometimes or some fish, you know, or make some bows. You know, I think that is something that that I love about RuneScape, you know, it's you don't always have to be doing something, right? Have you had any pet drops yet? I have. I've got a Skatizo pet. I've got 2 beaver pets. I got the what is it? The herring? It's the bird from fishing. I got that one. Did I have any more? I don't know if I had any more. I know I didn't get the farming pet. Oh, I got the golem also. I got the mining golem. I didn't get the farming pet. I didn't get the agility pet. I would like to get the squirrel, but I just don't want to go do more agility at the moment until I try to max. But I have got some pets, you know. I did get 2 beavers. Like that was pretty cool. And I got them within, I think, a day. Like I got it, and then the next day I got another one, or maybe it was 2 days. It was something crazy. But yeah, we did get the beaver pet twice. I haven't done forestry, though. Do you guys like forestry? Or have maybe even got a chance to try it? I haven't done it yet. You know, I think forestry would be something fun to do. It's like a mini game. It's almost like a random event simulator to me, the way that it looks. I don't necessarily think it's that way, but, you know, we'll see. Any Slayer item suggestions I should buy? You know, what I've noticed is, with Slayer, there wasn't a giant difference with some of the items. I don't know how you guys feel about Slayer, but for me, like, the V-Bow, obviously, was a big deal. But it depends on what tasks you're doing and, you know, how you're going about it. The last level, I did, like, all bursting tasks and stuff like that. So, like, anything that can cast barrage, you know, instantly. So you didn't have to, like, click it every time, you know, whether... I think I had a wand or something, but yeah, Slayer's one of those things where you can have some amazing equipment, but, you know, unless you're doing the right tasks, it's still going to be a little slower, you know. So it kind of just depends on what you like and how you prefer to train. I did try to use a cannon anytime I could, though. The cannon meta was really nice. I used a lot of cannonballs. And I still have not bought the cannonball mode from Giant's Foundry. I got the whole set. I got the smithing set. But I need to buy that because I would love to just AFK some cannonballs. In RS3, the latest version of RuneScape, which was not the latest version when I got 99 smithing, but I got 99 smithing from cannonballs. I AFK'd that so hard. Yeah, it was just it was at the ghost speak place where you need the ghost speak amulet. It was at that place, and I would just smith cannonballs over and over and over. It was so enjoyable. Just a giant AFK time where you could do whatever else you wanted. Man, I've wasted a lot of time on RuneScape. But you know what? It's been enjoyable. I'm getting so close to max, you know, it's like I've never maxed an account before. So this will be my first time getting a max account, and I'm super excited about it. I appreciate it. 8 likes, guys. Let's go. See, this is the fun part. Just kind of chilling, talking RuneScape. RuneScape is it's such a good game. I've been seeing, I don't know if you guys have seen this. Maybe it's like a trendy thing but I've seen a lot of people kind of talk bad about RuneScape and say it's not in a really good spot, or maybe it's like it's trending down or something like that. I don't know. I think RuneScape right now is I feel it's in a pretty good spot. I think there's a lot of things to do. I think there's a lot of old things you could do. I think there's a lot of different ways to train skills. I like that we have raids now. We have bosses now. All the skills are decent to train. We have, like, you can green log thing. You have achievement logs. We're gonna have collection logs. I feel there's a lot in old school RuneScape right now. I think the game is in a pretty healthy environment, other than the price going up, but that is what it is, OSRS has only been growing, to be honest. Dude, I think it's doing really well. I think it's in a healthy spot, and I think it's growing pretty good. I think there's new players that are coming into the game all the time. One thing that I do wish, and I've talked about this before, I wish they changed how the run system works, though. I know they're trying to do something with it, but for newer players that are getting into the game, it kind of sucks. It kind of sucks to like walk everywhere, but I don't know. I get it. I think old school RuneScape aspect is keep it OG. People are worried about moving. Oh man, I worry about that all the time. I played through EOC. I made videos through EOC. I was there from the beginning, and I was there till I was like, I can't do it anymore. I was watching an older video of mine, and I was like, what the heck? Look at my HP. It was just such a different aspect, and I understand people being scared of pre-EOC, and to be honest, it's so weird. I listen to a lot of content creators talk, and a lot of things they're suggesting and wanting, and I get those, like, well, they have that in retail version of RuneScape. There's a lot of things that people are wanting that are there. Like, we are getting aggression potions. Is that not crazy? And we're getting we've already had these in Evolution of Combat in EOC and RS3. We've had the aggression potions where you can just AFK everything. We've had the prayer pots. They're the reddish color prayer pots that will restore prayer automatically. The next thing that I feel that will come into herb is the six dose prayer pots and stuff like that. So if you guys don't know, in RS3, you know how we max out at 4 doses? They can max out at 6 with their potions, and they could even go higher nowadays. But if you buy these things, these bigger vials, you could actually hold 6 doses of a thing. I can see people voting that in next. And I'm like, we're getting so close, Combat enchantments, sailing, yep. Dude, creations update. Oh, my private servers are coming too, It does bother me, and I am worried about things, but all right, I'm going to say something that's it's going to be very, very weird. I feel if you went to RS3, you went to retail right now, like the retail version of RuneScape, you took out evolution of combat, so we had the old combat system, and you took out the microtransactions, I think the game would actually be pretty decent. I know that sounds weird, but over time, a lot of these changes people are asking for are things that RuneScape already has. RuneScape has a lot of the suggestions and the quality of life things that people want. Now, do I think old school RuneScape should go in that direction? No. I think old school RuneScape should stay around what we have with slight improvements with different things. Sailing is going to be a massive update. I'm not even sure how that's going to affect the game, but we'll see what happens. RS3 wants to be WoW so bad. Oh, dude, every single game wanted to be WoW so bad. Every single game. WoW, you know, WoW was, like, I still play WoW to this day. I just made a few WoW videos today, actually. WoW was so huge. It was, in my opinion, World of Warcraft was bigger than Fortnite at my time. Like, that's what WoW was. So when you have RuneScape was decently big, but it was nowhere near what World of Warcraft was. And I felt that RuneScape just pushed it too far. You know, that with the evolution of combat, they made some really sketchy decisions. I don't know if you guys remember a lot of these decisions. Does anybody remember the trade limit system? Where you couldn't trade, like, things, you had to have, like, equal values? Or you could no longer PvP in the wilderness? Yeah, that was the thing. Or you had the loaning. Do anybody remember the loaning system where you could loan items? You know, there was some pretty big decisions that RuneScape made that were kind of like, what the heck are you guys doing? But evolution of combat was definitely the biggest thing, you know. But I do think RuneScape right now, RS3, I think it's a good game. It's just, it's not for me. The biggest pros of RS3 is PVM option and wilderness. Oh, I know that sounds good, right? I know that sounds good. But I think the wilderness, I think there's something to the wilderness. I think there's something to it that you know you can get PK'd by someone else. I know the like, I remember when you can go in the wilderness and, like, you can explore and you didn't have to worry about getting PvP'd. It was weird. But I think the wilderness should always stay the wilderness. I think it should. It's such a, I don't know. I understand the argument of wanting, like, the wilderness, like, to be able to opt in, like, if you want to do PvP or not, because it sucks when you're out there in the wilderness and get PK'd. But I think that's RuneScape, you know? That's the wild. So, I don't know, it's crazy. I feel it's a good thing to have the wilderness, you know, I do. I think the wilderness is a good thing, even though I don't go into it. I played RS3. I have a couple 100 hours. RS3 or OSRS is better, but Wild and RS3 is better. I don't know. I think everybody will have their own opinions on things, and that was me, not you. And it was just a notification for RuneLight saying stop XP wasting. But yeah, I get it. You know, I understand. You know, the wilderness for some people, like, you know, I don't even go in the wilderness, but it's just something. Like, when I think of RuneScape, you know, I remember one of the first moments that I ever happened to me was my buddy took me into the wilderness. Like, it was me, him, and a few other friends, and they got jumped, and I was too low of a level to help. I didn't know what was going on anyway, and I just saw piles of gear. around me, and I didn't even pick them up because I didn't know what was going on, you know. I used to collect chaos runes. Dude, I used to go out there and collect the bones in the wilderness. And that's how I used to train prayer. I went out there and got the bones and I buried them. So, alright. You're going to have to be a little OG to remember this. But I used to go to the Black Knight Fortress in the wilderness and farm to try to get black meds, helmets, and the black hatchet. Because those were like, those would sell higher than other black items because they were like rarer to get. It was the black med and the black hatchet. You couldn't like, that's the only place you could get them. So you'd have to go in the wilderness and kill the Black Knights for them. I don't know if you guys remember that, but dude, I used to go out there all the time and we'd have battles, man. We would have PvP battles there. It was pretty crazy. What's your thoughts on I wish I didn't have this little heart thing there. On what's your thoughts on pre-Grand Exchange? Ooh, man. Pre-Grand Exchange was interesting. I prefer the Grand Exchange. I prefer an auction house in a game. But it was different. Because like there were certain people. You made friends with certain people because you knew they were skillers. Like there was this dude that used to sell coal, and he would always sell coal for like $150, and you could message that guy and you knew he had coal if you wanted coal. So it was, you know, I prefer the Grand Exchange, but I do understand the argument of people that loved not having it also. Anything black is expensive. Well, the black armor was expensive back then, you know. It was a cool armor, you know. Having to find gear at a, oh man, yep. You have to find it all the time, you know. You just got to find that gear. The days when Castle Wars and the Wild Alliance near Farrakh were full of people. Oh man, it was so fun. You're working on the house. All right, hey dude. Hey, get that work done though, man. It's good to see you though. Yeah, I remember all the it's fun to talk about like the old days of RuneScape. But you know, we're making memories nowadays too though. You know, like if you and your buddies go out to like TOA or Theater of Blood, or you get your 99 for the first time, you know, we're also creating memories now, you know, like the old times were nice, but you know, there's a lot of people that are coming into this game that are having the same experiences that we had just with the newer games. So I don't know, man. I think old school RuneScape is in a good place, you know. I think it's in a good place. I would say GE kind of made things easier for us. Oh, yeah. GE, the Grand Exchange definitely made things easier. But if you were really into like skilling and things like that, you would just go on forums back in the day. So let's say you wanted to buy like 1,000 lobsters or something, raw lobsters. You could find people that would sell you 1,000 raw lobsters. It was just, you had to go to the forums and you would have to buy them off there, find a guy. And so we had technically the Grand Exchange with forums and stuff like that. It's just you had to work a lot harder. So I don't know. It's everybody, you know, likes things different. Pre-Grand Exchange just sucked for buying a handful of cheap items. It did. You'd have to, you would overprice for stuff. Yep, for sure. Or sometimes you could find deals, but it took time. You know, you had to like if you're gonna do a big grind, you had to find the seller before you did it. Like I remember, oh man, I remember there was a friend that I had of a friend, and for some reason, he wanted stew. Or no, he didn't want stew. He was making stews. So he would pay me 200 GP each for a bowl and water. I would fill these bowls up with water, and he would pay me 200 GP every bowl of water. And because, you know, if you had a guy, I was the guy. I was the guy with the water bowls, okay? I would make bowls, and I'd fill them with water. And, you know, I guess he put a potato in them or something. I don't know what he did with it, to be honest. Or did I just make the bowls for him? I don't remember what I did. But it was something with bowls, and he would buy them for 200 each. You know, and I was like, okay, let's go. So, you know, back in the day, the pre-Grand Exchange, you know, I think finding, like, certain people with certain niches were definitely really important. G made things less social. Oh, yeah, for sure. GE definitely did make things a little bit less social. I hate going to the Grand Exchange anyway right now because all you see is just, like, people spamming their Discords trying to scam you. So I don't like going to the Grand Exchange as much as I can anyway. RuneScape still has a app for talking and buying. So, you know, you can definitely probably find people out there because some people buy and like flip a like big source of items because you have a limit on some items in the Grand Exchange anyway. So sometimes you have to find people that have those items anyway. So I can see, I could definitely see someone having like an app or something set up for that. That'd be interesting. I'm more of a I'm gonna just play RuneScape and AFK type of dude though, you know. So that's just kind of the way I am, you know. It's fun though, man. I love RuneScape though, right? We've been talking about RuneScape. I told my wife, I was like, hey, I'm gonna go live for like 30 minutes. It's been an hour and 26 minutes. I just love talking about RuneScape, man. I enjoy it. You know, I'm not the biggest RuneScaper out there, you know, for YouTube or anything like that, but I definitely love the game. I've been around for a long time. I've never been good at the game. I'm good at sitting here and playing it. Not at XP rates, not at GP making, not at anything. I just have fun sitting down playing the game. Like this whole time I've been doing prayer. Like, this method is different, too. You know, we didn't have this method back in the day, you know? So, this is kind of a cool little method, too, though. I kind of like it, you know? No other games hit... oh, dude. RuneScape hits different, you know? It definitely hits different. OSRS is more enjoyable. You know, I don't know the differences nowadays between RS3 and OSRS because I haven't been in the RS3 community lately. You know, like, the people were great. You know, I had a lot of fun. It's weird to me though, like when we compare OSRS and RS3, because old school RuneScape was RS3. You know, that's our beginnings. What we started with was the game and it became RS3. And I think that's why a lot of us old people are so nervous of like EOC and like some weird updates, because we're talking about OSRS and RS3 being different, but RS3 is just an older version of old school RuneScape. And it will be very easy for old school RuneScape to take on some of the things that made RS3 maybe not as enjoyable for some people. So it's weird, like, because when we talk about community, the community that I grew up with was the old school RuneScape community, technically, because these were all my friends that we only had one version of the game, you know, and it was always weird, but, you know, the community that I was around with all my friends, it was always a great community. And even when I log on to my first original character, I'll still see all my old friends list. Surprisingly, a lot of those guys are still playing, and they're playing RS3, and they are great guys, you know, so great guys and girls, you know, so I don't know, man. It's crazy, you know, but right now, if I had to pick a game to play, obviously I'm playing OSRS. It's just more of the game that I enjoy. It's kind of what I grew up with, you know, so. But still a mobile app by Jagex. Oh, is it? Oh, that's cool. You know, the biggest change that I felt happened to RuneScape was the mobile version of RuneScape. That is crazy, you know? Being able to play it on a phone anywhere. Oh, if I had that back in the day, oh my goodness. I don't know if I could max without the phone, you know? I'd say RuneLite also. Oh, man. So, I know this sounds weird, but RuneScape always had, like, RuneLite things. We had, like, OS or RuneScape, like, Buddy or RS Buddy or something like that. There was always, like, clients for RuneScape, but you would have to pay for them. And they weren't really regulated as much as RuneLite. Like, now that RuneLite's like... Dude, RuneLite... I feel RuneLite opened up a lot of people to a lot of different things. I don't think I would have got... OS Buddy. Yeah, that's what it was. I don't think I would actually have got 99 agility without the green boxes. Because when I saw that, I saw someone playing with that, and I was like, what the heck is that? Because I always hated, like, misclicking on agility. But when I saw with the boxes, I was like, I can do that. So I feel RuneLite, like, we've always kind of had things like that. But I think RuneLite brought it to a whole different spectrum, you know, which I love it. RS Buddy was before OSRS. Yep, it was. Yeah, OSRS. Yep. It was RS Buddy was back then. They have a new one also. I don't know what it was called, but Nightmare RH is using it. And it's not RuneLite, but it's a different client, and he's using it, and it looked pretty different. Like, all the skills and stuff were a little bit different. It was kind of interesting. All right, I have some of these. Let's put these in here. And if you're bored, you would play... Oh, yeah, I never really tried that one. Yeah, I never really tried that. HDOS. Is that what he's playing? It looks interesting, you know. I feel RuneLite is superior to all the other ones. I really do. I could be wrong, but I just feel that it's superior to all other clients at the moment. My friend showed me Epic Bot, and I ran better. So, what do you guys think about bots? I'm curious, because I've never botted before. It was always something that just seemed so foreign to me. Like, I don't see the purpose of botting. But back in the day, it was pretty big with a lot of people. And even today, like, botting is almost like a job for some people. And I'm like, I just don't... I wouldn't want to get into the whole, like, botting and selling and, like, gold and stuff. I wouldn't want to get into all that, you know? It's just not for me. You completed a recipe for disaster with... Oh my goodness. Guys, let's talk about that. Quest Helper has changed everything. Quest Helper is probably the best thing that has ever come out for plugins in RuneScape history. I cannot tell you how sucky it was to do quests back in the day. It was like you had no idea what you were doing. And like it was so hard to read some of the quests and like figure out the items and everything. Oh, it's so good. I love it. My account will never... dude, it's not worth it. Yeah, risking your account for botting and stuff, it's just not worth it. For me, OSRS is a game I enjoy playing. Botting makes achievements meaningless. Runes... Exactly, right? And if you've ever bought it, or maybe you bought today or something like that, I'm not going to be like, oh, yeah, blah, 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 blah. It's not for me. You know, I would never even, like, have a secondary account bought and take the gold from it. I'd be too scared. I'd be like, no, I can't do that. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't want anything on my computer or my phone or anything that, like, even has anything bot related. You know, I couldn't do it. I wouldn't want to risk my account. Quest Helper OG was using points for logging in, and Jagex would send you tips. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Does anyone remember questing using... Oh, I don't remember that one. Oh, this is about the grinding experience. Oh, 100%. I'm still not using Quest Helper. Just the wiki. Oh my goodness. I'm on a mission. Dude. Oh, hey, you know what? I will say this. If you have a reason not to use Quest Helper, hey, more power to you. But it made the questing experience so much more enjoyable for me. Because, like, you can still read the quest and you can still enjoy the quest. But when it has something highlighted in blue and it says click the stairs, I'll click the stairs. When it says, hey, you're going to need a hammer for this quest, so make sure you have a hammer, a nail, and 5 gold before you start the quest, get that in your inventory. You can still enjoy the quest as fully that you'd like. It just makes it a little bit more enjoyable for me, you know. I can't wait till it's on mobile. I will not quest. I will not quest on mobile. There is no way I would quest on mobile at all. I feel I need like an iPad or something bigger. I won't even boss like on mobile. All right, guys. It's about 12 o'clock. I got to wake up in 6 hours. I do. I was only going to go live for about 30 minutes. But I just started talking, and here we are. 12 o'clock later. Okay? So I do want to say thank you for everybody who joined today. If you guys want to hit that subscribe button, watch the other videos. We do have a video coming up tomorrow. It's my new cape. The newest cape in OSRS. Sneak peek, it's my construction cape. But I will show you me getting 99 construction in it. So that is my new cape for a sneak peek for tomorrow. It comes out at 8 a.m. Mountain Time. So that will be up tomorrow. So if you guys want to check that out, that video will be there. And I'm going to head to bed. All right, guys. Thank you guys for showing up tonight. Appreciate all of you. And like always, anything goes good with the Dragon Med.